I'm Ken Owen. I'm delighted to be here today at Shelby Materials talking with the two men who've been running this company for a long, long time, Philip and Richard Haehl. Thank you guys for sitting down with us to talk about the company, your memories, and how the world has changed in the past 30, 40, 50 years. What are your earliest memories of this enterprise?
Well, my earliest memory, I'm 2.5 years old when Richard and his twin brother Robert are born. So my mom already has 2 other boys. So at a pretty young age, when she's got her hands full of them, my dad's taken me to the office. And so some really early memories of hanging out at in an office, and I had some important jobs, collecting Coke bottles and sweeping the floor and stuff like that.
Taking out the trash.
Yeah, mm-hmm. But you weren't just observing. I mean, he was making sure you were doing your part.
You were observing, because it was pretty interesting, and it was probably a pretty good learning experience all those early years, watching, kind of being the guy standing in the background and watching when it goes on.
My early memory is collecting Coke bottles out of the ready mix trucks, and then when you were about, when you got to be about 13, 14, we kept my dad's Ford Falcon filled up with gas about every day, to drive it around, fill it up, take a few laps down around the gravel plant and come back.
Growing up in our family, you would go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was pretty much, I think our dad made sure that we were going to do some work, and so that was an ideal spot to start. By the time we were, 13, 14, in that, we were kind of working summers.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you saying your driver's ed teacher dropped you off at the gravel plant after the driver's ed class and asked you what he did, and you said, "Well, I drive that dump truck." And our friends they'd tell you how they backpacked through Wyoming in the summer, and we worked at the ready mix plants and in our sand and gravel business from, the day school was out to the day you went back to school. So as far as going back into the company business, we all thought about it. Phil probably a little more active than what I was. So, but
I kind of enjoyed the work environment, and I enjoyed seeing how different people interacted in the office with customers, etc. But I think I realized I was going to go to work at Shelby Materials when I was standing on the steps of the biology building at Purdue University, thinking, I'm trying to major in science, and this ain't gonna work.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about how the industry has changed from the time you guys were little boys, kind of here observing and getting the Coke bottles and seeing how things worked, to today.
Sitting with my dad in the car in mid to late 70s, and his words were, if you show up every day, you'll solve most of the problems and you'll get by. And businesses that fail, sometimes people quit paying attention to what's going on. And so it's ironic. I really laughed when Richard said that. He must have given you the same speech. He said, show up. So,
hey, you think about the first generation starts it, the second generation builds it, and now our third generation are going to destroy it. We know that, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, they're doing a great job.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the third generation.
Mm-hmm.
So, what wisdom would you impart to them as they prepare to take over?
Hey, probably the same.
If you don't know it by now, you never will.
Well, show up, pay attention, and the success of our business is because of having a wonderful group of employees. And Richard and I get too much credit, okay? It's really our employees and the work that they do and responsibilities they take on, and hopefully we can continue to maintain their sense of dedication and through another number of years, you know.
You know, if we want to continue some growth, we have to continue to hire good people. And, you know, we're grateful for what everybody does in this company.